take these tips and absolutely dominate what you're going to do. I used to find studying really, really hard. I learned some secrets, and I'm going to be sharing those secrets with you. That's why I have all these pieces of paper around my room. Sometimes you do need a completely new environment just to focus. So we've made it inside of the library. Let me begin the video. A little background about me. I am Hinchy. I'm a 4th year university student at Nottingham Trent. I was never the best student. I still am not the best student. Never fully got to the top of the top. But what I was able to do was get out of the bottom of the bottom. I never got to the top of the top because I never fully put 150% effort into my work because I'm always too busy doing other projects. That's where my energy is diverted to. If I were to put more effort in, then I could be an A-star student. In year 12, year 13, I sucked at biology. The creative subjects like product design, I was able to get A's, no problem. But stuff like biology, where you had to work in a certain way and study in a certain way, I just couldn't. I just didn't have the motivation and I just did not feel like doing it. Even though it was interesting, I just didn't know the methods until I did everything that I do now. Tip number 1 is gamification. A study conducted by Landers 2015 basically set out to look at this topic of gamification. What is gamification? It's essentially turning your life or a topic of learning into a game. Think about Candy Crush Saga. You've got levels of difficulty and you've got progression. What that study showed was if you can gamify a topic, it will benefit you in terms of learning, retention, and motivation. It's a very good method to make life/work more fun. Tip number 2. Have breaks. Breaks are a great way to help recharge your brain. You need to moderate them. Having too many breaks will end up slowing your progress. It has to be relative as well. 30-minute work, 10-minute break. 30-minute work, 10-minute break. Because it means you're taking 3 steps forward, 1 step back. But technically it's just 3 steps forward every time, it's just taking you slightly longer. So you definitely need breaks when you work. Tip number 3, break things down. If you have a really difficult piece of work, or you have a really big topic that you have to consume. Basically what it is, it's consumption of media. What you've got to do is break things down into tiny pieces, combine that with your working and breaking times, and it will make life so much easier. Think about it. Instead of eating a huge piece of steak in one go, wouldn't it be easier to cut it into tiny little pieces and then consume it like that? Tip number 4, get your work done before you have a break, or before you relax, or before you play. The reason for that is if you play, you will fry your dopamine levels, especially going on your phone. You have to slow down and do academic work, it won't want to. So if you get the hard work done first, enjoying your time will be so much more fruitful. Tip number 5 is fundamentals. Fundamentals are key to everything. If we take breaking down, that's finding the fundamentals. The fundamentals of anything, once you have it, makes your life so much easier. For example, if you're studying a topic like biology, go find the answers to the tests, because fundamentally that is what they are looking for. Examiners are looking for fundamental things. You just have to play around the syllabus. Tip number 6, have SMART targets. Specific, measurable, realistic, and time specific. Know what you want, know when you want it, know how you're going to do it, and do it in a way that won't burn you out. Tip number 7, progressive overload. You can't get where you want to be by doing things straight away. Don't overconsume yourself with work, because you don't need to. You just do it slowly, bit by bit. You'll get there eventually. Tip number 8 is finding a place to study. A place that is good for your mentality to work. If you can't work in your room, work in the kitchen. If you can't work in the kitchen, go somewhere else to work. You need to find that place where you are most optimized to perform what you're going to perform. Tip number 9, start with the difficult stuff. If you used all the tips that I've given so far and apply it to your most difficult topic, once you have successfully done that topic, every other piece of work will become so much easier. Because mentally, that's your hardest subject, topic, thing that you want to do. So if you can overcome that, everything else that is easier in your brain will become so much easier. Tip number 10, see everything as a competition. Some people may not say this because you've got to better yourself and make yourself better than yesterday. Yes, you are doing that, but if you have competition, then you will be more motivated. Look at the next person that is slightly better than you. Chase them. Be better than them. Once you've defeated them, find the next person. And then you keep on chasing like that. Don't do exactly what they're doing. Improve yourself each day, but find a way to destroy them and be better and be the best. I found a classroom that no one's in, so I can freely walk. And there's a whiteboard as well, which is really good for my stuff.